The ritual in Rome, echoes of ancient legends.
The clues were drawing Henri deeper into the mystery. Each exorcism in Paris revealed a piece of a puzzle that was far larger than he had ever imagined. One thing had become clear: the secrets that the spirits of the French Revolution were uncovering were not limited to France's past. They pointed to something much older and more sinister, with roots that extended beyond the country's borders. One night, after a particularly violent exorcism, Henri found a mysterious letter, sealed with red wax, left anonymously on his desk at the cathedral. It was written in ancient Latin, and when he translated it, he realized it referenced a sacred location in Rome, a place where the secrets of kings and traitors had been hidden since the time of the Revolution. But what truly caught his attention was the mention of a strange symbol that had appeared on the bodies of the possessed, a cross wrapped by a serpent, which seemed to allude to something far beyond Christianity. Rome, the Eternal City, the heart of the Catholic Church, and now, it seemed, a fertile ground for the dark secrets that had been haunting him since Paris. Henri did not hesitate. He knew that to fully understand what he was facing, he would have to go to the center where faith and power had intersected for millennia. Upon arriving, he immediately felt the weight of history and the secrets buried under every stone of the city. The ancient legends of Rome always loomed in the shadows: stories of hidden pacts made in the Vatican's halls, secret conspiracies between popes and emperors, and pagan rituals performed in the underground chambers of the city. Following the clues from the letter, Henri made his way to a nearly forgotten site on the hills of Rome, the Basilica of San Clemente. Known for its underground chambers dating back to the 1st century, the church was one of the oldest in the city, built on a series of temples and caves once dedicated to ancient pagan gods. There, in the dark depths, he believed he would find answers. As he descended through the underground levels, the temperature dropped sharply, and the smell of mold and ancient stone filled the air. On the walls, faded frescoes depicted scenes of old rituals, symbols that matched those he had seen during the possessions in Paris. At the far end of the crypt, he found a small room where the symbol of the cross wrapped by the serpent was engraved into worn marble. This was where the answers lay. Henri knelt, sensing the strange energy emanating from the place. He began to pray, but something older than Christian faith seemed to echo through the stones around him. Suddenly, a figure appeared before him, a tall shadow draped in Roman robes. It wasn't a spirit from the French Revolution, but someone much older. The figure's voice was cold and impersonal, like wind whispering through the catacombs of Rome. "Father, you have come too far. What you seek is not redemption but the chaos that precedes destruction. These secrets were not meant to be revealed." Henri stood firm, but his mind raced. He knew he was close to uncovering a devastating truth. The spirit speaking now was not connected to the French Revolution, but to something much older, a guardian of an ancient pact made between the emperors of Rome and the dark power that controlled the tides of history. The revolution was only an echo. "A sign that the serpent is awakening once again," the spirit continued. "The kings of France, the tyrants and revolutionaries, all made the same oath. And now you see the fruits of that bloody pact." Henri realized, horrified, that the events of the French Revolution, the possessions, the betrayals, the executions, were linked to something far deeper. Rome, with its dark legends and secret pacts, had been the stage for an agreement with ancient forces. This agreement had echoed through the centuries, corrupting everything it touched, including the revolution that had changed France's history. In a corner of the room, Henri found an ancient scroll, covered with indecipherable symbols and maps detailing rituals performed in the hills surrounding Rome. According to legend, the ancient Roman families had performed sacrifices to ensure power and immortality. These rituals, apparently forgotten, had been continued by the great French families, those now being targeted by the vengeful spirits. Holding the scroll, Henri understood that the true enemy was not just the injustice suffered by the dead of the revolution, but something far more dangerous, an ancient power that continued to manipulate history. And now, the fate of Paris and Rome was intertwined in this macabre game. He knew he could never go back. The forces he was facing were not just the spirits of wronged men and women, they were the shadows of ancient pacts, sealed in blood, that threatened to emerge once again, putting everything he knew at risk.